Welcome to the Explainer. So today we're taking 100 life-changing money tips and boiling them down into this really powerful framework, a way to get to financial freedom way sooner than you ever thought possible. Okay, so let's just dive right in with the core idea behind all of this. If you want different results than everybody else, you have to stop doing what everybody else is doing. I mean, think about it, right? If the average person is kind of broke and works till they're 65, well, following the popular advice is basically a GPS that takes you right to that same destination. And look, this is not just some feel-good theory. The guy who came up with all these tips, he actually did it. He retired at just 24 years old. That's not a typo. And it wasn't luck. It was a system. A really intense system for sure, but one that's repeatable. So, how in the world is something like that even possible? Well, we've broken it all down into 5 clear sections. Think of it like building a pyramid, starting with your mindset and working all the way up to what freedom really even means. All right, let's get into it. Section 1, rejecting the normal path. Everything, and I mean everything, starts right here with your mindset. Okay, the very first step sounds simple, but it is absolutely crucial. You have to believe, truly believe, that financial freedom is possible for you. Because if deep down you think it's just a fantasy, your brain will sabotage you. It'll never let you make the tough choices needed to get there. The belief has to come first. And this is where we start to reframe the entire goal. See, it's not about some huge abstract number like becoming a millionaire. No. It's about finding a much more real, tangible number. We're talking about your freedom number. That's just the amount of income you need coming in every month to cover your current expenses. That's it. That's the target. This right here is the core strategy. It's called front-loading the pain. The idea is to go all in now, a few years of really extreme effort, to basically buy back decades of your life later. Think of it like this. 1 year of intense, focused work could be equal to 10 years of just normal, coasting along work. You're compressing time. Okay, so once that mindset is locked in, we move to the next layer of our pyramid. Building systems, not just setting goals. Look, willpower is great, but it runs out. Systems are what keep you going. They're like an operating system for your wealth. And this system really boils down to 3 core habits. First, you've got to be learning constantly. Books, podcasts, whatever. Second, automate everything. Set up your bank so that the second you get paid, a chunk of that money disappears into savings. You can't spend what you never see. And third, and this is a big one, budget your time just like you budget your money. It's your most valuable asset, right? All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Section 3 is all about mastering your money defense. This is where you learn how to play defense with super aggressive savings. This is how you generate the cash to invest. Okay, forget the usual advice of, say, 10%. The target here is 75%. Yeah, 75%. Now, I know that sounds absolutely insane, but that's the point. It's supposed to be a shock to your system. A number that big forces you to question literally every dollar you spend. So how do you even get close to a number like that? Well, you don't start by clipping coupons or skipping a coffee. You go straight for the jugular, the big 3. This is where almost all our money goes, right? Housing, transportation, and food. You tackle these first, and you can make massive progress, fast. And here are some of the big plays. You've got house hacking, where you buy a duplex or a triplex, live in one unit, and rent out the others. Your tenants basically pay your mortgage. Boom, housing costs gone. For cars, you buy a reliable 10-year-old car with cash. No car payment, and it won't lose much value. And for food, it's all about meal planning. You plan every single meal to kill food waste and stop those budget-destroying takeout orders. And look, after you've tackled the big 3, then the small stuff really starts to matter. That daily $5 latte, switch it to black coffee, and you're looking at saving over $1,800 a year. It's a powerful reminder that every little bit counts. Okay, playing great defense is absolutely crucial, but you can only save so much. To really win the game, you need a powerful offense, and that means generating scalable income. This is maybe one of the most important concepts to get. You have to know the difference between an unscalable hustle and a scalable one. Unscalable is trading your time for money, like driving for DoorDash. You stop, the money stops. It's a hamster wheel. Scalable is when you create an asset, like a YouTube video or an online course, one time, and it can pay you over and over again while you sleep. That has unlimited potential. So what are the big offensive plays? Well, first, build multiple streams of income. That way, if one dries up, it's not a catastrophe. Next, when you're looking at jobs, work to learn valuable skills, like sales or marketing, not just for the paycheck. Always invest in yourself first through books and courses. And for your money, keep it simple. Invest in low-cost index funds like the S&P 500. Oh, and please negotiate your salary every single year. So many people just don't ask. And that brings us to the top of the pyramid. We've got the mindset, we've got the tactics for defense and offense, but now we have to talk about the why. What is all this for? What is freedom anyway? This might just be the single most important question you can ask yourself. What is your enough? Seriously, if you don't have a clear definition of what enough looks like for you, you'll be trapped. You'll just keep chasing more and more no matter how much you make. You need a finish line, or you'll just run forever. And this is the enemy of enough. It's called lifestyle inflation. It's that natural tendency to let your spending rise right along with your salary. You make more, you spend more, and you end up in the exact same spot. That gap, the space between what you earn and what you spend, that's where freedom is born. I think this quote just nails it. Money itself isn't the goal. It's not about swimming in a vault of gold coins. Money is a tool, and what it buys you to a certain extent is freedom. Freedom to choose your work, freedom to spend time with your family, freedom from financial stress. And that is a huge part of living a happy life. So we'll leave you with this one last thought. That whole idea of I'll start tomorrow or next week or after the holidays, it's a trap. It's basically a scientifically proven way to make sure you never actually start. There is no tomorrow. Life is happening right now. The only real time you have to start building your freedom is today.